Hello everyone and welcome. Today, I'm sharing 51 absolutely mind-blowing facts that sound too strange to be true, but they are. Get ready to have your mind blown with these weird and wonderful facts about our world. Fact key number 1. The average person will spend 6 months of their life waiting at red lights. That's about 4,383 hours just watching traffic signals change. Researchers tracked urban commuters and found that people in large cities can spend up to 2 to 3 minutes waiting at each intersection during rush hour. If you commute daily, those minutes quickly add up to months of your precious lifetime wasted at traffic stops. Fact key number 2. There's a species of jellyfish called Turritopsis dohrnii that is biologically immoral. When threatened, injured, or even facing starvation, it can revert to its juvenile polyp state and begin its life cycle all over again. Scientists call it the Benjamin Button of the sea and are studying it intensively for possible applications in human medicine and longevity research. Theoretically, these jellyfish could live forever if not eaten by predators. Fact key number 3. Human saliva contains a painkiller called opioorphin that is 6 times stronger than morphine. Scientists are researching how to harness this natural painkiller for medical use. Your mouth produces about 1 to 2 liters of saliva daily, all containing this powerful painkiller that helps you deal with small mouth injuries without even noticing them. This also explains why many animals instinctively lick their wounds. Fact key number 4. The world's largest desert isn't the Sahara, it's Antarctica. A desert is defined by its precipitation, not temperature, and Antarctica receives less than 2 inches of precipitation annually. The continent contains about 70% of the Earth's fresh water, yet it rarely snows there. When snow does fall, it doesn't melt but accumulates over thousands of years, creating ice sheets up to 3 miles thick. Fact key number 5. Humans share 50% of their DNA with bananas. This similarity exists because both humans and bananas share the same basic cellular functions like extracting energy from food and repairing DNA damage. The genes responsible for these fundamental life processes have been preserved across vastly different species throughout evolutionary history. This genetic overlap shows how all life on Earth is fundamentally connected through common ancestry. Fact number 6. The shortest commercial flight in the world lasts just 1.7 minutes. It travels between the Scottish islands of Westray and Papa Westray, covering a distance of just 1.7 miles. On good weather days with favorable winds, the flight has been completed in as little as 53 seconds. Despite the short duration, the airline still provides full safety demonstrations and serves complimentary candy to passengers. Fact key number 7. Your brain generates enough electricity to power a small light bulb. The average human brain operates on about 12 watts of power, enough to illuminate a low-wattage LED. This electrical activity comes from billions of neurons communicating through electrical impulses, generating enough power to process 70,000 thoughts daily. Your brain uses 20% of your body's total energy, while accounting for only 2% of your body weight. Fact key number 8. In Switzerland, it's illegal to own just one guinea pig because they're prone to loneliness. Swiss animal rights laws consider these social animals' psychological needs and require them to be kept in pairs at minimum. If one guinea pig dies, owners must either get another companion for the surviving pet or find someone who already has guinea pigs who can adopt it. Specialized rental services even exist to provide temporary companions. Fact key number 9. Cows have regional accents, just like humans. Researchers found that herds from different regions develop distinct moos influenced by their surroundings and herd mates. Farmers in Somerset, England, noticed their cows had a different moo from those in neighboring counties. Just like people, cows adapt their vocalizations based on their social groups, with distinct regional dialects emerging over time among different herds. Fact key number 10. The original name for the search engine Google was Backrub. Larry Page and Sergey Brin changed it to Google, inspired by the mathematical term Google, the number 1 followed by 100 zeros. The name reflected their mission to organize the seemingly infinite information on the web. Their initial search algorithm analyzed backlinks to determine a site's importance, hence the original awkward name that thankfully didn't stick. Fake heat number 11. There's a town in Norway called Hell that freezes over every winter. The town even has a train station with signs that say Hell Station. Tourism spikes in winter when visitors can literally take photos of hell freezing over. The name doesn't mean what you think. It derives from the Old Norse word heller, meaning overhang or cliff cave. The town fully embraces its name with souvenirs, saying "Welcome to Hell." FAQ number 12. Astronauts can't cry in space because tears don't fall. They collect into a ball around the eye due to surface tension in zero gravity. Without gravity to pull tears down, they accumulate in a growing blob that can irritate the eye if not wiped away. Astronauts report that the sensation is uncomfortable and can cause a burning feeling. Space agencies had to develop special protocols for emotional support since the physical release of crying doesn't work the same way. Fake number 13. The world's oldest piece of chewing gum is 9,000 years old. Archaeologists found the ancient gum, made of birch bark tar, in Finland with tooth marks still visible. Prehistoric humans chewed this tar not just for enjoyment, but also for its antiseptic properties and to use as a primitive adhesive for tool making. Scientists have even extracted DNA from these ancient pieces, revealing details about the diet and microbiome of our ancestors. Fact number 14. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. Other unusual collective animal names include a tower of giraffes, a parliament of owls, and a conspiracy of lemurs. These colorful terms, known as terms of venery, originated in medieval hunting traditions and were often chosen to reflect the animal's behavior or appearance. A flamboyance perfectly captures the bird's vibrant color and showy social behavior. Fact number 16. The fingerprints of koalas are virtually indistinguishable from human fingerprints, even under electron microscopes, and have confused crime scene investigators in Australia. Both humans and koalas evolved these distinctive prints independently as an adaptation for gripping. Humans for tools and branches, koalas for eucalyptus trees. The similarity is so striking that without careful analysis, koala prints at crime scenes have led to mistaken suspects. Fact number 17. Nintendo was founded in 1889, more than 30 years before the Soviet Union was established. The company originally sold handmade playing cards called Hanafuda for traditional Japanese games. Nintendo is actually older than the Eiffel Tower, the automobile, and the invention of basketball. The company didn't enter the electronic gaming market until the 1970s, after nearly a century of selling traditional games and toys. Fact number 18. Wombats produce Q-shaped poop. They're the only animals known to do this, and it helps prevent their droppings from rolling away when marking territory. The wombat's intestines have varying elastic properties that shape the feces into Qs with sharp edges and flat sides. Scientists studying this phenomenon discovered that wombats use their territorial Q-poop as building blocks, stacking them on rocks and logs to maximize their scent distribution. Fact number 19. Humans are bioluminescent. We actually glow in the dark, but the light we emit is 1,000 times weaker than what our eyes can detect. Special cameras can capture this glow, which fluctuates throughout the day with our metabolic cycles. Our face glows the brightest due to higher sun exposure. This ultra-weak light emission comes from metabolic reactions involving free radicals and fluorescent proteins in our cells. Fact number 20. The average person walks the equivalent of 3 times around the world in their lifetime, about 75,000 miles. If you walk approximately 7,500 steps daily, the average for most adults, by age 80, you'll have taken over 216 million steps. Each step covers about 2.5 feet on average, meaning most people walk about 3.5 miles every day without realizing it. This cumulative distance would take you across the United States more than 25 times. Fact number 21. Polar bear's fur isn't white. It's actually transparent and hollow. The hairs reflect visible light, making the bears appear white, while their skin underneath is black to absorb maximum heat from sunlight. Each hollow hair acts as a fiber optic cable, directing ultraviolet light to the heat-absorbing skin. Under ultraviolet light, polar bear fur glows purple. This specialized adaptation helps them survive the Arctic's extreme cold. Fact number 22. A bolt of lightning contains enough energy to toast 100,000 slices of bread. Lightning strikes Earth approximately 8.6 million times per day, with each bolt containing up to 1 billion volts of electricity. The temperature of a lightning bolt can reach 30,000 degrees Celsius, 54,000 degrees Fahrenheit, 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. If we could harness this power efficiently, just one lightning strike could power a house for several weeks. Fact number 23. Humans are the only animals that blush. Darwin called blushing the most peculiar and most human of all expressions. This involuntary reddening occurs when blood vessels near the skin's surface dilate in response to emotional stress. Blushing involves complex neural pathways connecting emotional processing in the brain with physical responses in the face and neck. Evolutionary psychologists believe it evolved as an unconscious signal of honesty and social awareness. Fact number 24. The voice actor who performed Bambi in the original Disney film was a sergeant in the Marine Corps during World War II, before voicing the young deer. Donnie Dunagan had a brief child acting career before joining the military, where he became a drill instructor and fought in Vietnam, earning 3 Purple Hearts. He kept his Disney past secret from his Marine colleagues for over 30 years, fearing ridicule if they discovered he was the voice of the lovable fawn. Fact number 25. Lobsters don't age in the typical way. They don't become weaker or lose reproductive capabilities as they get older. They can potentially live indefinitely, usually dying from external causes rather than old age. Lobsters produce an enzyme called telomerase throughout their lives that repairs DNA sequences damaged during cell division. As they age, they actually become more fertile and continue growing larger with each molting cycle. Fact number 26. The Hawaiian alphabet has only 12 letters: A, E, I, O, U, H, K, L, M, N, P, and W. This makes it the shortest alphabet of any living language. It was created by American missionaries in the 1820s to transcribe the Hawaiian language, which previously existed only in oral form. Despite its simplicity, this alphabet can express all the sounds needed for the Hawaiian language, including its famous long vowels and glottal stops. Fact number 28. In ancient Egypt, servants were covered in honey to attract flies away from pharaohs. This was one of the world's earliest forms of pest control. The sticky sweet substance would lure flies away from the royal family during important ceremonies and meals. These human fly traps would stand motionless near pharaohs, their bodies coated in honey, sacrificing their comfort for the royals' convenience. Honey was also used to embalm bodies due to its antimicrobial properties. Fact number 29. A small child could swim through the veins of a fully grown blue whale. The main blood vessel of a blue whale is so large that a human child could pass through it. Blue whales are the largest animals ever to exist on Earth, with hearts the size of small cars that pump 58 gallons of blood with each beat. Their tongues alone can weigh as much as an elephant, and their hearts beat so slowly, just 8 to 10 times per minute, that you can sometimes hear them from miles away. Fact number 30. The shortest war in history was between Britain and Zanzibar in 1896. Zanzibar surrendered after just 38 minutes. The conflict began when Sultan Khalid bin Bargash seized power after his predecessor's death against British wishes. The British sent an ultimatum demanding he step down, and when he refused, they bombarded the palace with over 4,000 shells. The Sultan fled, 500 Zanzibaris died, and the entire affair was over before breakfast. Fact number 32. The heart of a blue whale is so massive that a human could swim through its arteries. The organ weighs about 400 pounds, as much as a small piano. When a blue whale is at the surface, its heart beats 8 to 10 times per minute, circulating 10 tons of blood through its body. The heartbeat is so powerful it can be detected from 2 miles away using specialized underwater equipment. A blue whale's heart slows to only 2 beats per minute during deep dives. Fact number 33. The Amazon rainforest produces 20% of Earth's oxygen, earning it the nickname the lungs of our planet. This massive ecosystem spans 9 countries and covers an area roughly the size of the contiguous United States. It contains about 390 billion individual trees representing 16,000 different species. The Amazon is so vast that it creates its own weather systems and rainfall through evapotranspiration. A single acre may contain over 70,000 species of insects. Fact team number 34. A flock of crows is called a murder. This ominous name dates back to medieval times when crows were associated with death and the plague. These highly intelligent birds can recognize individual human faces, use tools, and even hold funerals for their dead. Crows have demonstrated the ability to solve complex, multi-step problems and can remember people who threaten them for years, teaching other crows to fear those specific humans. Fact key number 35. The first oranges weren't orange. They were green. The color orange was named after the fruit, not the other way around. Original oranges from Southeast Asia were green when ripe due to the warm climate. When cultivated in cooler Mediterranean regions, the chlorophyll broke down to reveal the fruit's natural orange pigments. Fact number 37. The world's largest known living organism is a fungus in Oregon's Blue Mountains. The honey fungus covers 2.4 miles, 3.8 kilometers, and is estimated to be between 2,400 and 8,650 years old. It grows underground as a vast network of connected fungal threads called mycelium. The fungus only becomes visible when it produces mushrooms at the surface. It weighs an estimated 35,000 tons, equivalent to about 350 blue whales, making it potentially the largest living thing on Earth. Fact number 38. A hummingbird's heart beats up to 1,260 times per minute during flight. These tiny birds, some weighing less than a penny, have the highest metabolism of any animal except insects. Their hearts make up 2.5% of their body weight, the largest heart-to-body ratio of any animal. A hummingbird's wings beat 80 times per second, creating their signature humming sound. At night, they enter a hibernation-like state called torpor to conserve energy. Fact number 42. The inventor of the Frisbee was turned into a Frisbee after his death. Walter Morrison was cremated, and his ashes were molded into limited edition memorial Frisbees. Morrison sold the Frisbee concept to Wham-O Toy Company in 1957 for $1 million, and the toy became a cultural phenomenon. His family honored his request to incorporate his ashes into Frisbees, which were distributed to close friends and family, literally allowing him to keep flying even after death. Fact number 43. A tiger's skin is striped, not just its fur. If you shaved a tiger, the stripe pattern would still be visible on its skin. This unique characteristic means that no two tigers have identical stripe patterns. Like human fingerprints, each is unique. The distinctive patterning extends to the skin because the same genes that create pigmentation in fur also affect skin cells. Wildlife conservationists use these unique stripe patterns to identify and track individual tigers in the wild. Fact number 44. Elephants are the only animals that can't jump. Due to their weight and the structure of their legs, they're incapable of leaving the ground with all 4 feet. Elephant legs are built like pillars for supporting their massive weight, with bones stacked vertically and minimal spring-like tendons. Despite weighing up to 13,000 pounds, elephants can move quickly, running at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour. They're also excellent swimmers and can use their trunks as snorkels. Fact number 45. There's enough gold in Earth's core to coat the planet's entire surface in a 1.5-foot layer. It sank to the core during Earth's formation because of its density. Scientists estimate there's roughly 1.6 quadrillion tons of gold in the Earth's core, enough for every person on Earth to have about 200 pounds of gold each. This gold is forever inaccessible as it's mixed with other metals 1,800 miles beneath our feet in conditions of extreme heat and pressure. Fact number 46. The Great Barrier Reef is the largest living structure on Earth, spanning over 1,400 miles, so large it's visible from space. This magnificent ecosystem contains over 2,900 individual reefs and 900 islands stretched over 133,000 square miles. It's home to more than 1,500 species of fish, 411 types of hard coral, 1/3 of the world's soft corals, 134 species of sharks and rays, and more than 30 species of marine mammals, including the vulnerable dugong. Fact number 48. A single bolt of lightning is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. Lightning can reach temperatures of 30,000 degrees Celsius, while the sun's surface is about 5,500 degrees Celsius. This extreme heat ionizes the air, creating plasma and the distinctive bright flash we see. The rapid heating causes the air to expand explosively, creating the thunderous sound we hear seconds later. Lightning strikes the Earth about 8.6 million times every day. Fact number 50. Squirrels plant thousands of trees every year simply by forgetting where they put their acorns. They can bury up to 10,000 nuts each fall and only recover about 70% of them. The remaining forgotten nuts often sprout into trees, making squirrels one of nature's most important forest regenerators. One squirrel can plant an entire acre of forest in its lifetime. This behavior, called scatter hoarding, helps ensure tree species diversity and forest expansion across vast areas. Fact number 51. If the history of Earth were compressed to 1 year, humans would appear in the last 14 minutes of December 31st, and recorded history would begin in the last 30 seconds before midnight. In this compressed timeline, dinosaurs would have gone extinct around December 26th, flowering plants would have evolved in late November, and the first multicellular organisms would appear in October. This perspective dramatically illustrates how briefly humans have existed compared to Earth's 4.5 billion year history. There you have it, minus 51 mind-blowing facts that sound too strange to be true, but are absolutely real. Which one surprised you the most? Share this video with someone whose mind needs blowing.